All right, press secretary. I love it when she speaks because if we need to go back to what she just did yesterday, I'll watch it forever because, you know, not only is she gorgeous, but again, the way the Trump administration just immediately was just like, hey, by the way, media, you're fucking stupid. It's brilliant. I love it. It's so good.
President, the administration, we did work very closely with Senator Scott. This is a great bill. It's one that closely tracks the president's executive order. It's very strong. It's fair. It's even-handed. We hope to see it pass. We hope Democrats will come and join us in this endeavor because all too often they play partisan politics, and the bill that the Democrats have put out is an absolute non-starter. For instance, they roll back qualified immunity, something that's existed for a very long time in this country, and the Harlow court, when the Supreme Court ruled on in that case, said, look, if you know, with qualified immunity, there are big social costs if you don't have it there, namely police officers pulling back, not patrolling the streets. That's an example and something that would be devastating for this country. We see what's happening in Seattle, and we see the law and order issues we've had across the country when there aren't enough law enforcement officers. The president...
Right. CHAZ chop. So just so we can kind of talk about what she was talking about there, which is the immunity part, right? So, excuse me. People believe that this immunity grants essentially the police just free reign. They can go out and kill whoever they want. No. It's if they need to use lethal force during an interaction with a criminal who is becoming violent and now threatening the lives of not only the officers who are, you know, dealing with that, but also the lives that are around them of the citizens, and lethal force is used, there is a slight immunity there to where, I don't know, a cop wouldn't get a felony fucking murder charge, which is currently what's happening right now. I'm sorry, but if the cops have to risk felony murders for doing their job, this isn't some Nazi thing, man. This is you need to hold accountability for these criminals. You need to hold accountability for these DUI fucking people who are passed out in a Wendy's parking lot, holding up the rest of the line for everybody else because, you know, apparently, why did they change the chap? Because, so, from my understanding, it might be a rumor, but CHAZ, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, CHAZ was the name of the unemployed dude who lived with his mom and in the basement from Wedding Crashers, you know, Ma, the meatloaf. That dude's name's CHAZ. So apparently they changed it. And not only that, you know, I'm sure we're going to go ahead and they're going to argue with the whole entire, well, it's a gender neutral name now because of CHOP. CHAZ is actually like kind of more of a masculine name and we didn't want to do that. You know how these fucking leftists are. They're so tolerant. They can't even handle any form of masculinity involved in anything. On top of that, CHOP also goes ahead and refers back to the French revolutionaries when they pulled out the guillotines to anybody who did not believe in their ideology. You disagreed with them, they put you on the chopping block and they fucking cut off your head. So again, that's, you know, what's too close to being a chat? Right? Yeah. Pretty much. Let's see.